Why is the Southlands important? Well, it's obviously a major part of the community of Tsawwassen. It has been for ever since it was around, but it's going to be even more so with the changes that we can expect to see, not only in Tsawwassen, but other changes that affect Tsawwassen. And I'm talking about not only what happens in Delta or through Delta, but globally as well. And I don't want to wax too philosophical about it, but I think we're going to be seeing a lot of important global changes and that will affect us here in the Southlands. What changes would Tsawwassen benefit from as a result of what might happen with the Southlands? Well, I'm not going to speculate on what will actually come out in terms of detailed design. That is for the May charrette to determine. But what I want to see, and I'm pretty sure we've laid the groundwork for this, is that this community thinks of itself not as a bedroom community or a retirement place, but a whole community, a complete community. And when you look at it that way, there are a lot of things, a lot of important things missing from Tsawwassen that perhaps the Southlands can provide. We absolutely knew that traffic is a hot button in Tsawwassen, and it will be something that the community wants to take a really good look at. We have thought about it. We have come up with principles that address that. It's a very forward-looking, rather innovative approach to traffic.
Basically, it was coming out that we needed to come up with a vision that would encompass enough for many people, and happily I think we're arriving close to that. With our open houses, we're presenting a vision that will give something for most people in this community to enhance the whole community, because honestly it is such a beautiful community, but this is really almost in a way a whole which few people can access. It's fenced in, no one can get onto it, and it has the potential to be developed for have greater, perhaps some housing diversity, certainly some farming on it, increase the habitats for the wildlife. So we're really working towards an overall picture on this.
For a developer of a project of this magnitude to hand that power, if you will, or that opportunity over to a group of volunteer citizens is quite remarkable in this day and age too, rather than traditional developments where it's a matter of the developer and the architects and a few financial advisors sitting around and trying to figure out how they can make the most money from something. And this just was not that case, which definitely kept me interested and kept me dedicated. And again, you know, all of us put in an overwhelming number of hours to try and do something good here. And I hope through the principles and objectives that we ended up producing, that will be the end result.
And what I've learned mainly from this is how complex this whole project is going to be, both at thinking it through, then implementing it, but we're also not working independently. We have our city council to be aware of, and now the provincial government is saying, hey folks, you got to think more density. Then hey folks, we're going to decide what your road system is going to look like. So even though we might have wonderful ideas here, we can't control a whole bunch. And then to add to all of it, we've got the federal government on top that's saying, you know what, we're going to be expecting, I think the figure is something in the order of 700,000 new immigrants to the Lower Mainland. Well, I guess that's why the province is saying greater density. So as citizens of Tsawwassen, we're part of this larger community. How can we integrate and use the remaining land we have in a creative and sharing way? And I really have full hope that we will come up with a project that will satisfy many, many people in this area.